So people want to know why I've come and gone, why I disappear, why I do this and I do that. Too many people watch me. I come from North Philly, Richard Allen, Logan Valley. I grew up with real gangsters. Ain't nobody ever played gangster. Nobody can say that they made me. I came as Jaguar. I left as Jaguar. I'm still Jaguar. Nobody made me. Jay-Z didn't make me. The Roots didn't make me. I made me. I wasn't there because I asked to be there. I was asked because y'all called me because you needed me to do what I do. I produce excellent, brilliant artistry at all times on demand. I am nothing but pure energy. Y'all have tried to get I don't know how many bitches to try to emulate what I've done with you. Doesn't work. And I'm not saying those girls aren't talented. They're just not me. People want to know why I could sit back for 12 years and just keep it on the cool. I'm going to tell you why. Because when I was done with my ex-husband, I wasn't paying him another dime. Not another dime. When I got to pay a forensic accountant $60,000 to tell me there's millions coming up missing somewhere, millions have been mismanaged, but my husband's supposed to be my manager, but you getting checks cut on the low while I'm in Europe from my so-called business manager. Like I'm the first woman to get ran through in the pockets by a dude. I come from North Philly, Richard Allen, Logan Valley. I grew up with real gangsters. Ain't nobody ever played gangster. That was the other reason why I was good for the Roots. I actually gave them a street image. Because I was more hood than every last one of them. Had more respect in the hood than every last one of them. Matter of fact, messing with me in Philly kind of made them look a little cool. I was actually hood. All I remember is sitting with staff we was down 3rd Street under the bridge. It was a rap battle there. The Roots came to perform. 100X came to perform. This was back when I was with Bad News, 100X. K Sarah was there that night. Ram Squad came through. Like, it was the real Philly hitters, you know. Bahamadia was supposed to be coming through, but she didn't. I think they false advertised. Tony don't miss no engagements. But, and Staff was like, you know, so it's supposed to be like a rap battle contest, and there was a grand prize and all of that. And Staff was like, yo, I don't see how them niggas won, because the Roots won that night. I don't see how them niggas won, man. They play instruments. They play instruments. They not even real hip-hop. They like jazz something. And that was pretty much the attitude. That's why when Clones hit and Dice Raw ripped into it the way he did, it made them more accessible to Philly. That's the only reason Philadelphia wasn't all over the Roots before they went to Europe and blew up and then came back. They just weren't accessible. You know what I mean? Like, Philly hip-hop was streets. You know what I mean? They wasn't on the Will Smith, you know, Kid Next Door vibe. You know, and they wasn't hard. They were just hella creative and mad talented. But see, when you're being crafted by a genius like Richard Nichols, you can pull that off. But see, me, I was the more street element. I made niggas remember that they actually was doing hip-hop. That wasn't there before, you know. Bandcamp geeks don't get street cred. They just don't. But the chick in the cypher by the dumpsters at 1 a.m. spitting in fatigues like I used to do, cutting niggas down on freestyle all day, every day. See, that got street cred. That got respect. So, you know, like I said, there's a lot of things that would have to be acknowledged publicly. There would need to be an apology, especially for the neglect and the disrespect that they showed me during the time my son died. You know, my son's 6th birthday, I had to rush and hurry up and have his birthday party so I could be up in New York the next day on his actual birthday to represent Black Lily, because I had to be there at that time, especially in the early days, because nobody would stay in the club if I wasn't there. I would get on stage. You know, they had me going first. You know, from the first Black Lily that we did in New York. Hudson and Lake. Rest in peace, wetlands. Right there, right around the corner from where JFK Jr. lived. And man, first night we got there was only like 8 people in the room. We getting started. Nobody wanted to go on first. Nobody wanted to go on first. Jag versus Rod Digger. Ain't gotta be no versus. Rod Digger is a friend. I love Digger. Digger, listen to me, Digger everything. If you only knew who I ghost wrote rhymes for though. And see, I'll never tell y'all who I ghost wrote for. That was another time, that was another life. For all you know, I might still be ghostwriting now. You have no idea. All I do is write. But, you know, like I said, it's just so much history. They knew my son. My son called them uncle. I remember the last time we were all together, it was 4th of July. Anthony Mackie came. My son was 15. Him and Kamal took a middle finger picture together. And it was like, okay, it wasn't all for nothing. I didn't sacrifice so much all for nothing. There is family here. There is love here. So for me to only get text messages and nobody actually call me or ask me if there's anything that they could do or just to sit with me and say, oh my God, I remember G when he was a baby. You know, nothing. There was no nothing. It was just, oh, I'm sorry. I'll call you later. We're taping. So go back to your little funky ass TV show and leave me alone in my real life then. You ain't got to fucking call me. You ain't got to call. You don't think you need to call me? If something had happened to any of their children, I would have been on the phone. I would have been one of the first. What can I do? Is there anything I can do to help? Like, I would have been just, no matter how long it's been. Like, when you've spent that kind of time, that kind of intense time with someone else, it doesn't, Jaguar versus Missy Elliott. I ain't got to verse Missy. Missy Elliott is Missy Elliott. We two different worlds. And plus, I'm a fan. I couldn't even battle Missy Elliott. I could not battle Missy Elliott. Because I'd be sitting there like, damn, she's still dope as hell. I remember when Missy first started. I remember when her and Tim first came to New York. Yeah. Much salute to Dr. Missy Elliott. You know, but it's like, if something had happened to any one of their kids, I can tell you I would have done a lot better for them than they done for me. They ain't even send flowers. They ain't even send no funky ass flowers. Like, all the blood, sweat, and tears, all the shows y'all made money off of me on, all the tickets I sold for y'all, all the houses I rocked for y'all, all the stages I saved for y'all, and you couldn't even send no funky ass flowers for my son? Yeah. Go back to your funky ass TV show. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them that it's a great gig. And if all you're looking to be is a working musician, if you're not looking to make history, if you're not looking to change society with just awesome creativity, if all you want to be is a working musician, then being on a television show as a television show man, it's a great job. You make a lot of money. It's dope. But what does that do for you as an artist? What does that do for art? What does that do? What do y'all, you know what I mean? It's just so funny because I was watching Bamboozled. And I remember, you remember they was in the movie Bamboozled, and they was the Alabama Porch Monkeys in the movie. Because it was a parody about, you know, everything we still going through now. And it's just so funny. They were the minstrel show band in that movie. And I don't know, I just see a symmetry. I just see a symmetry. I don't know how you do a show where you're doing Hip Hop 101 and Justin Timberlake is the curator and you're playing behind him. I don't understand that. I don't understand how you do a Hip Hop 101 and y'all haven't invited Kenny Parker yet. How do you do a Hip Hop 101 without KRS-One? Like, if you're going to do a Hip Hop 101, teach something from a real teacher. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't hate on the show. I understand its entertainment value and its necessariness for, you know, society or whatever, especially in the COVID time, you know, people just trying to stay entertained. Because being outdoors isn't safe. Like I said, great gig. I'm not hating. I could just never do that shit. It would drive me crazy. It would drive me crazy to have to be the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over, and there is no growth, there is no expansion. That's not me. That'll never be me. The closest I might get to it is a Las Vegas showcase, and that'll probably be a revolving kind of thing. I believe that every performance should be new. I believe that we should give you more. I believe that we should grow. I know it was not for nothing. See, that was the beauty. Now that you said that, let me address that. That was the upside to working with the Roots. Even though I accepted less money, even though they always paid me less money, even though I had to fight for just basic proper recognition for being the awesome everything that I actually am, it gave me an opportunity to reach out past it. I got my name. Like, in that point, I got to build my name, and I got to build it on my own. Like, on my own steam. Like, when you watch the Tina Turner movie and you hear her say, I don't need nothing. I just want my name. That's what I got. I got my name, and I got the ability to be able to minister to y'all, to share with y'all. And when I stepped away from the circle, my message became a threat. You know, so don't think that there aren't still people that are running around saying, hey, don't play her records. Don't think that there aren't people that saying, hey, I heard she got a new project, shut that down before it gets started. Because if that wasn't true, people from Jill Scott's camp and Erykah Badu's camp wouldn't be calling around, asking people on the low what's going on, what's she doing. You shouldn't even care what I'm doing. If you everything that you say you are, if you everything that you think you are, y'all sitting here online doing record battles about who got the best battles, I got a battle for you. How about y'all play all y'all released records, and then I'll play them against all of my unreleased records, and we'll see what goes harder. Now that's a challenge I'm up for. We'll take all of my unreleased catalog and we'll play it against all of your released catalog, and we'll see what's hot. We'll see what's popping. I'm a music hoarder. All I do is write. I got hundreds of songs I've never released because I'm not going to release them until I get properly paid for them. Period. Why would I? So I'm doing this little experiment now. I'm only releasing music on Bandcamp. And after that's finished, then I'll make it available for streaming on Spotify and stuff like that. But I'm only releasing music on Bandcamp right now. So the EP that I'm working on is only going to be available on Bandcamp. The single that I dropped on the low, I had released it once before, but I don't think I really announced it. So we just re-released it today. It's available today. Tell me what you think. It's funny because the song is called Ask Me. And the reason why I re-uploaded it and made it available for y'all to go cop is because it's about everything that's happening to me right now. I got people running around asking, what's she doing? What's she doing? Y'all want to know why I stepped off for a year? Because I needed nobody to know what I was doing. See, people can't stop you if they can't see what you're doing. See, if I let you see what I'm doing, I'm giving you a chance to find a way to get in front of me. But if I disappear completely, if I turn into a whole ghost, if you can't see me, but yet I can still walk among you, I can get everything that I need to get done. And by the time you find out about it, it's too late to stop it.